about to take this Newcastle free kick. Delivers the ball in. This time it's cleared away by Ouattara. And now Bournemouth look to come forward. This is David Brooks, manages to pinch it away from Lewis Hall. And now Ouattara looking to latch onto it, but back there is Tino Livramento. And now Newcastle have it with Joe Linton. Battling alongside Antoine Semenyo. Now Newcastle have it again. Anthony Gordon. Newcastle bring it forward over halfway. Runners either side. Tonali picks it up down the Newcastle left. To the left of the Bournemouth 18-yard box. Twists and turns, and this time can't latch onto it, and Bournemouth look to break forward. This is Lewis Cook. Out to Ilyas Sabani. On the edge of the Bournemouth 18-yard box. Fires it over to the left flank. Brought down rather neatly by Milos Kerkez. A quarter of an hour gone at St James's Park. Newcastle 0, Bournemouth 1. That goal by Justin Kluivert, which separates the two teams. And the Dutchman's on the ball now as he brings it forward deep inside the Newcastle half down the Bournemouth right. Plays it into the path of Tyler Adams. Now Lewis Cook. Back to Adams once more. All the way to Ilyas Sabani within the Bournemouth half. Now Huijsen. Takes a few steps forward and brings it forward over halfway. Back down the Bournemouth left. This time back to the Dutchman, Dean Huijsen. Brought up in Andalusia of Spain from the age of 3. But he was born in the Netherlands, so can play for the Spanish national team. Ilyas Sabani out to the left-hand side. Sent forward by Milos Kerkez. Looking to find Antoine Semenyo. Semenyo leaves the ball now for Milos Kerkez. Instead he throws it in immediately, looking to pick out Ryan Christie. He believes it should go for a corner, but it's picked up by Semenyo within the Newcastle box. Out to the right-hand side. Kerkez delivers it in, headed away. And this time back to Kerkez again. Floats the ball in, but it's an overhit one this time by the Hungarian. Picked up by Newcastle's Anthony Gordon, who watches it out of play. Thrown in by the former Everton man onto Lewis Hall. This time out of play for a throw-in to Newcastle. Down their left-hand side of the field. Eddie Howe just deep in conversation with Jason Tindall, his trusted right-hand man, as the ball is thrown in, and Joe Linton battling for it. Tyler Adams helps it on. Up towards Ryan Christie, but Newcastle win it back and they get themselves a free kick. A foul by Tyler Adams this time. Stuart Atwell awarding the Magpies a free kick. But it was Bruno Guimaraes who went down under the challenge. It's the second time, in fact, he's been brought down by Tyler Adams. But a free kick centrally to Newcastle inside the Magpies half. Martin Dubravka to send the ball forward up towards the Bournemouth 18-yard box. Now floated in, and this time it will be a goal kick. Last touch off Jacob Murphy, who looked to play the ball across from the right-hand side, but in doing so he smashed it against Milos Kerkez, and the ball bounced back off Murphy and out for a Bournemouth goal kick. It's good defending that by the young Hungarian, just 21 years of age. Milos Kerkez was actually born in Serbia to Serbian parents. Been linked, of course, with a move to Anfield, potentially joining his international captain in Dominik Szoboszlai. And the ball is played forward by Kepa Arrizabalaga. Now Bournemouth come forward. This is Ouattara. Out of play it goes, and it will be a goal kick now to Newcastle. Dango Ouattara believed the last touch was off Dan Burn. It did in fact look it came off the Newcastle centre-back. But Newcastle do get the decision. And now Dubravka sends the ball forward over halfway. Headed down by Dean Huijsen. Milos Kerkez helps it on. David Brooks battling with Anthony Gordon. Now Sandro Tonali keeps the ball in down the Newcastle left-hand side and manages to find Anthony Gordon, but Dean Huijsen clears the ball away. But this time, Newcastle come forward once again. Chance now for Bruno Guimaraes, centrally around 25 yards out from goal. Picks out Lewis Hall, all the way back it goes in the centre circle to Dan Burn. Now this is Bruno Guimaraes again. Out to the left-hand side, Lewis Hall plays it over halfway and Anthony Gordon goes down under a challenge and wins his side a free kick. A free kick to Newcastle just within the Bournemouth half, down the Newcastle left. Quickly taken, Joe Linton, now Anthony Gordon again. Crosses from the left of the Bournemouth 18-yard box. Now it's on the edge of the area and Joe Linton strikes it, but he got too much lift on it, the Brazilian. A curling effort over Kepa Arrizabala's crossbar to the left-hand side of the Bournemouth goal, not troubling the Basque shot stopper in the Bournemouth goal. So it will be a goal kick to the Cherries. 21 minutes on the clock. Newcastle 0, Bournemouth 1. There is a Bournemouth player down currently for the Cherries. Antoine Semenyo it is, who looks as though he's picked up a slight injury. Just holding his left ankle, the Ghanaian. Another player to be linked with a move away from Bournemouth. Liverpool registering their interest in Antoine Semenyo. Also a target for Chelsea. He's just receiving some medical attention from the Bournemouth physios. But it has been a bright start this by Andoni Iraola's side. He will be hoping his team can continue where they have started. But there, of course, is a long way to go. Antoine Semenyo back to his feet now as he makes his way off the field of play. But Newcastle just lacking in that final third when they bring the ball forward. Have yet to really get Alexander Isak in the game. But you have to give credit to Bournemouth's two centre-backs in Ilyas Sabani and Dean Huijsen. They have been rather resolute for the Cherries so far, as Kepa Arrizabala plays the ball forward, and this time it comes off Anthony Gordon and it will go out for a throw-in to the Cherries from the right-hand side, just on halfway. Down the Bournemouth right, Lewis Cook, the skipper, has the ball in hand, opts to go long at the throw-in, headed away by Dan Burn and then played forward by Anthony Gordon. Out of play it goes by Huijsen this time. And now a chance for Alexander Isak. Lays the ball off to Joe Linton. Over to the right-hand side it goes. This is Livramento. Crosses it into the Bournemouth 18-yard box. Headed away by Ryan Christie, but it will go behind for a Newcastle corner. Corner which will be taken from the right of the Bournemouth 18-yard box. Anthony Gordon runs over, about to take this corner for Newcastle. Can they get themselves back into the contest? Gordon standing over this set piece and now delivers into the area, but it's a poor corner, poor ball in that by the former Everton forward. And then it's cleared away and comes back off Anthony Gordon, in fact. Well, the linesman actually awarded a goal kick, but it's been overturned by the referee, so it will be a corner. The line's lady, I should say, on that far side. As the ball is placed down and Anthony Gordon plays it in, and a header, and this time it's in. Newcastle level things on 24 minutes. Bruno Guimaraes with the header. Ball was whipped in by Anthony Gordon from the corner, and Bruno Guimaraes, unmarked, a glancing header beyond Kepa Arrizabalaga to the right of the Bournemouth goalkeeper. No chance for the Bournemouth shot stopper, who did get a hand to it, but he couldn't keep it out. The power deceiving the Bournemouth goalkeeper. An assist for Anthony Gordon, and Bruno Guimaraes levels proceedings at St James's Park, and it certainly is game on now between these two in-form sides. It's Newcastle 1, Bournemouth 1. And now Bournemouth look to strike back immediately, but they give the ball away and Newcastle come forward over halfway. This is Anthony Gordon down the Newcastle left. He's got a runner out to his side in Lewis Hall, crosses the ball in, and this time it's headed over by Ilyas Zabani. It will be a corner to Newcastle from the left. And all of a sudden, Newcastle growing in confidence following that goal. And it will be another corner which Anthony Gordon will take from the left this time. Plenty of defending to do now for the Cherries, as Bruno Guimaraes, the Brazilian, makes his way into the area. Anthony Gordon this time plays it short. Sandro Tonali plays it to Gordon, who looks to play it into the area. It comes out to Jacob Murphy, who goes for goal. Drills in against the Bournemouth player, and then Sandro Tonali miraculously rather looks to cross the ball into the area. It was a rather bizarre decision that by the Italian. He just fired the ball up in the air and it went out of play for a goal kick, so it will be a goal kick which Kepa Arrizabalaga will take, as Eddie Howe barks instructions to his players. Arrizabalaga plays the ball long. Bournemouth this time play it forward. Justin Kluivert chasing it down and out of play by Sven Botman. Throw into Bournemouth, quickly taken from the left of the Newcastle 18-yard box. Now Milos Kerkez onto Dean Huijsen. This is Ilyas Zabani. Again it goes forward down the Bournemouth right-hand side. David Brooks onto Dango Ouattara, who's dispossessed, and now Anthony Gordon. Centrally it goes. Newcastle come forward. This is Joe Linton up against Dean Huijsen, who wins the ball. Now can bring it forward for the Cherries. This is David Brooks. Lays it short to Justin Kluivert on the edge of the area. Still going. Kluivert again, and this time into the area it goes. Cleared away by Tino Livramento and then headed down by Bruno Guimaraes, and a free kick awarded now to Newcastle. Joe Linton brought down, and a free kick from just outside the Newcastle area to the Magpies. 28 minutes gone. Newcastle 1, Bournemouth 1. End-to-end stuff between both these sides. Andoni Iraola unhappy with that decision. He believes Joe Linton went down far too easily. Referee Stuart Atwell didn't think so. And it will be a free kick which will be fired forward by Martin Dubravka. Chips it over halfway inside the Bournemouth half, headed down by Lewis Cook, and then helped on by Dan Burn, but given straight back to Bournemouth, who chip it forward, but Dan Burn can chase it down and then just puts his foot through it and puts it out for a throw-in to Bournemouth, around 4 yards short of the Newcastle 18-yard box. taken by Lewis Cook, and this time it's played all the way back inside the Bournemouth half. Dean Huyson on to Ryan Christie. Forward it goes over halfway and held up by Antoine Semenyo, who looks to use his pace to get past Livramento, up against the former Chelsea fullback. Of course, Newcastle, with both fullbacks formerly of Chelsea in Livramento and Lewis Hall. Of course, Livramento signed though from Southampton, and a loose ball by Bournemouth, and Alexander Isak can't latch onto it. Now this is Lewis Cook. On to